Hello and Happy New Year. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I took a little break over Christmas and I hope that you did too and have a lovely Christmas and New Year. So I am back now with your daily tarot readings, which I will be doing every day for you, starting with today, which is Tuesday the 3rd of January. So I've got a new pack of tarot cards that I got for Christmas from my son. So I'm going to give these ones a go and see what comes up for us for this new year. There's quite a lot going on with the cosmos at the minute, but I think I'm going to pick cards and see if they resonate with that rather than saying it at the start. So what have we got? Okay, we've got the Empress, which is a really lovely card. I'm going to pick another card to go with it. I was just deliberating whether to use from the same pack, but I will. Let's see what else we've got. And the Nine of Swords, that's very interesting because actually this card came up. I write articles on my website, if you haven't already seen it, clairechilvers.com. And this one actually came up. So it was the very first card that I chose out of the pack. So it obviously felt like it needed to come out again and be heard again. So yeah, that was an article for this week. So it is very relevant. So what's going on with the astrological world at the minute? Well, we're in retrograde for Mars and Mercury, which I feel has changed a lot of people's perspective of how they start their new year. Now, we've got this kind of world energy. The Empress is often shown as a pregnant lady, but here she's actually carrying the whole world. And I feel that the message that's coming in for this is that a lot of us are actually going into 2023 feeling like we've got the weight of the world on us. I was watching a few programs over New Year and people were really emphasising, and even our firework display in the UK, there was a real emphasis on including people, making people feel loved, compassion. We're obviously going into 2023 very mindful that the world is perhaps not in the best place that it could be. And that can feel quite overwhelming, and I feel that's why the Empress is coming in. Because sometimes when you can look at the world and the news and everything that's going on, obviously there's war, there's cost of living crisis, there's strikes going on in the UK, which are affecting lots of people. And I'm sure wherever you are in the world, you've got your own sort of home issues as well. It can feel really overwhelming. And it can often feel like, I don't know, it's just too much. What can I do about it? But I do feel that this card is very much saying, well, you can start with yourself. So I feel like the Nine of Swords is us, you know, with all the fear and anxiety and worry that has kind of moved through all from last year into this year. We're actually getting a chance to slow down and think, well, you know what? Yes, we can live our life in fear and anxiety, but we can actually be quite wholesome and work from a place that's actually full of hope and optimism as well. So, for instance, not a New Year's resolution, but I took a very snap decision on New Year's Eve to come off of social media. So I've actually taken Facebook off of my phone app because I just find that having other people's things and certainly the adverts and all the kind of shorts that you get flashing up in front of you all the time can really affect my mood. And I want to be more in control of my feelings and my moods this year. So have a think. I feel like I want to tell you that message because I feel like we should all be a little bit more in control of our thoughts and fears. And I do think these last few years has been a good indication that actually we've been told you must be anxious, you must be fearful, this is happening, it's terrible, it's terrible, it's terrible. But, you know, for every negative, there's a positive. And I feel like the Empress is coming in here for us to do a little bit of soul searching and to give us a little bit of a time to work about how we can make the world a better place. So that can be, you know, there's a lot of people do veganuary and become vegan in January or stop drinking or tap more into their spiritual side. There's all different things that people maybe want to do. But I do feel that the bigger message here is when you start tapping into your own needs and fulfilling them and giving yourself a little bit of time and love, it kind of has a knock-on effect with the rest of the world, really, and certainly stops this. I do feel like this was the theme of 2022, really, having been the knock-on effect of 2020 and 2021. It would be nice to turn it round and have a little bit less fear and anxiety in the world. Now, the reason I mentioned the retrogrades is because I feel like, the Earth is pictured in this card, but I do feel that, the fact that we have come into January with Mars and Mercury both in retrograde has given us that opportunity to slow right down. Whereas normally we kind of feel like January, right, new start, let's go, I'm going to run and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And we give ourselves all so many unrealistic deadlines of what we must get done. But I feel that the fact that this retrograde slowness has almost forced us to walk into this year slower, and with a full moon in Cancer that's coming up at the weekend, it really is saying to us, I feel that, let's tap into our emotions, let's tap into what we really, really need and go about this year a little bit differently. Because I do think, we just kind of blindly walk into the same years making the same promises, don't we? But this year, I feel the message is to do things a little bit differently. And the way to do that is tap into that retrograde energy and slow yourself down. Really think about what you routinely get into. You're having the same old arguments? Are you having the same old communication problems? Are there things that you're constantly worrying about, but actually you could look at it in a more positive light? There's all sorts of different ways you can kind of take these cards, but I feel the nurturing energy of the Empress is looking down on this lady and saying, you know what, there's a better way we can be this year. And that, I feel, is our message to hopefully start 2023 with, which I really do hope resonates with you. So if you've seen these cards yourself, if you've picked these cards out in your own sort of yearly spread that you've done, do let me know. It's always really nice to get comments on my YouTube channel, and please do like and subscribe. As I say, I'm on Facebook a lot less now, so I won't be posting these on Facebook. So if you do subscribe, you will get notifications when I upload these every day. So I hope that really helped. I will be back again tomorrow with another 2 cards, and I really look forward to seeing you then. Have a great day. Bye.